Hi everybody! In our last maths lesson we looked at how we can use halves, quarters and thirds in practical situations. So this is just a quick reminder video about what we did. Now first of all we're going to start off by reminding ourselves of what those fractions look like. So if I want to write a half, I have two parts all together. This is for if I'm sharing between two, and I can tell that by my denominator at the bottom because the denominator is a 2. If I want to share between 3 people and cut something into thirds, then 1/3 looks like this. So I would have one piece out of 3 altogether. And if I want to share between 4, I would cut my item into 4 equal pieces, and I know this because the denominator is a 4, so I share between 4. So say these after me: 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. Good. Now sometimes I might have more than one of each of these fractions. I might cut something into 4 pieces, into quarters, to share between 4 people, and then maybe one of those people needs to leave. So then I've got 4 pieces and 3 people. So maybe I think, I'm feeling a bit hungry, I missed lunch, so I'm going to have 2 of those pieces. So there were 4 altogether, but if I have 2 of them, then I'm having 2 out of 4. I'm having 2 quarters instead. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some different fractions cards. We're going to go through what they look like, we're going to practice them, and I'm going to call them out and show you. And then I'm going to mix them up, and I want you to shout out the fractions at the videos, okay? So start off, I've got a nice easy one. This fraction is 1/2. It's important we say 1/2, not just a half. Okay, so 1/2. Good. Now I'm going to go through these ones as well. I'm going to add in some extras. This next one, 1/4. Your turn, 1/4. Brilliant. So I've got 1/2, 1/4. Your turn. Brilliant. And I'm going to sneak this one in as well. I've got 1/3, 1 out of 3. So I'm going to try these. We'll go 1/3, 1/4, 1/2. Brilliant. Now, if I change these, I'm going to have a little look through these piles. Now here, if I look at this one, I know that this is in quarters because there are 4 pieces all together. But I haven't got 1/4 this time. I've got 2 quarters. So let's add this into my mix. So I've got, let's try this. 2 quarters, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. What's this one? Shout it out. Well done if you said 2 quarters. Now I'm going to add in another one. How many quarters do I have this time? What does this fraction say? 3 quarters. I've got 3 out of 4 altogether. Let's mix it in. Let me shuffle them up a little bit. Okay. 1/3. 2 quarters. 1/2. 3 quarters. 1/4. Back to, that's right, 1/3 if you shouted 1/3. Good. Now, I've got some extras of those, so I'm going to mix them all in. I've also got here, instead of 1/3, how many thirds do I have this time? I know it's thirds because my denominator is 3. But this time I've got 2/3. So this fraction says 2/3. Now, let's go through these. And we're going to go slow to start with. I'm going to hold the fraction up. I'm not going to say anything. I want you to shout them out. Okay? I'm going to get a bit faster now, okay? Let's see if you can keep up. Ready? Good. Well done if you've got any of those. I'm going to add in a couple more. Now, these ones are picture representations. So here, I have a circle. What fraction of my circle has been coloured in red? Shout it out at the screen. Well done if you said 1/2, because one of the two pieces is red. So the red shows me 1 out of 2 is red. I can also say that one piece out of 2 pieces is white. So 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to mix that in. What about this card? What fraction does this show me? I wonder if you can shout it out. Well done if you said 1/4. I know it's in quarters because my denominator is 4 and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sections altogether. And I also know that there is only one red one shown. So this fraction, 1/4, here is 1/4, has been coloured in red. I'm going to mix those in as well. Now let's have a look at the next one. I wonder if you can tell me what fraction has been coloured in here. How many pieces are there altogether? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces altogether. So my denominator is 4. My bottom number must be 4, so it's in quarters. But how many of my quarters have been coloured in red? 1, 2. That's right. So this fraction shows 2 quarters because 2 of them out of 4 altogether are red. I can also see that 2 out of 4 are white. I'm going to add in one more. What fraction of my shape has been coloured in red here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections altogether. So I've cut it into quarters. But I've got 1, 2, 3 coloured in red. So 3 out of 4 are red. So 3/4 are red. But I also know by looking at this that 1/4 is white, because I've got one piece out of 1, 2, 3, 4 altogether is white. So looking at this circle, 3/4 are red, 1/4 is white. Now I'm going to mix them all in together. I've got a mixture of fractions and of pictures. I'm going to shuffle them up, and just like before, I would like you to call out the fractions, and I'm going to leave you a little space to say the fraction that you think it is, and then I will say what it was so you can see if you were right. Ready? Go. 1/2. 2/4. Oh, sorry. 1/4. 1/4. 2/4. Can you notice how this also looks the same as a half? As if I've cut my shape in half. Remember we talked yesterday about how 1/2 is the same as 2/4. It looks the same, doesn't it? Next one. 2/3. Remember, try and shout them out before I get there. 2/4. 1/2. 3/4 red, or you might have said 1/4 white. 1/3. 3/4. 1/2. 1/4 is red, but 1, 2, 3/4 are white. 1/2. 1/4. 3/4. Good. Now the final thing I'm going to say is if I had the whole shape, it might look like this. It might all be coloured in. This doesn't need any fractions. I don't need to divide it up. That is a whole number. Okay? Which would look like this. Okay, so number 1, I might have a whole 1 here. This is my whole number or my whole shape. It's only when I start cutting it into pieces that I might see fractions or shapes divided into pieces. That's when they're no longer whole. So I hope this reminds you and prepares you for your activity today. Good luck, poor luck.